Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to do a new stitch, and that is called the V-stitch. Now this is another one that's super easy and utilizes double crochets and chains, and when you put them together in a row it looks really pretty. If you join us again next week on Thursday, I'll show you how to create a stitch using the stitch that we are making today. So today I have my gray yarn, and so one of the tips to make sure that this turns out right is you want to make sure, first of all, that when you're doing your initial chain, it needs to be in multiples of 3. Okay, and then I'll tell you after I finish doing my chain and so forth, there's some extra chains that we're going to have to add. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now that you have your multiples of 3, you're actually going to chain 7 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now we're going to take and yarn over, and we are actually going to double crochet into that 4th chain from our hook. Okay. Alright, so then we're going to chain 1, and then we are going to skip 1 chain, and we are going to put 1 double crochet in that stitch, chain 1, and then we're going to put a 2nd double crochet into that same stitch. So as you see, we already have the V. So then you want to chain 1 again. Some patterns will have you chain 2 in between the V stitches. That all depends on if you're just doing just a basic V pattern or if you're going to put something else in the center. But for just the basic V stitch, you then want to skip 2 stitches and then do the same thing again all the way to the end. So basically the V stitch is just 2 double crochets with 1 chain in between them. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up, and then I'll show you how you can do the 2nd row. Okay, so when you reach the end of the row, you should have about 4 chains left. So what you want to do is after you chain 1, after that last V-stitch, you're actually going to put 1 double crochet in the last 2 stitches. Now what this does is it evens it up with the other side, so you know we like things even pretty much when we do crochet, but also it adds a nice border so that it's easier to stay on track. Oops. So go ahead and put those last 2 double crochets in there, and you can see, there I am. And you can see our beautiful V stitches. Now, if we want to continue to do this, say we're making a scarf or a blanket or what have you, then you are going to go ahead and chain 3. And if you remember, that is actually our first double crochet. So now we're going to take and place 1 double crochet into that 2nd stitch. Okay, and now we are ready to start. So we chain 1, And we are going to put our V-stitch now right in the center of the V-stitch from the previous round. So go ahead and do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet back into that center, and then chain 1. Then do the same in the next V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet again. And you see that we have our V-stitch continuing, and it looks really cool, especially when you have several rows of this. It looks so awesome. So I invite you guys to try out this stitch. If you do and you find a really cool pattern or a really cool something that you want to make with it, go ahead and share it on my social media accounts. You can find those all in the description box. And thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!